Hi everybody, I wanted to introduce myself. My name is April Keever and I am a Star Diamond Beachbody coach, and I wanted to give you a background about my story. I didn't always work in the fitness industry. I didn't even always really work out, but I found myself with a 1 and a 2 year old, and I was really out of shape, and I slowly got myself back into the gym and back into the studio and started taking classes. And I got thrown in, which is a blessing by disguise, into teaching a few classes and then getting TurboFix certified. And along after TurboFix certified, Facebook was around then. I decided that I would friend request Julie Boris, and I was kind of scared. I was like, why? She's not going to want to be my friend. And I was really, really nervous, which is so silly. But I pressed the friend request button, and and she accepted my friendship. And she started talking about Shakeology. And at the time, I was just a stay-at-home, not just, but I was a stay-at-home mom, busy with 2 toddlers. And they were probably about 3 or 4 at that time. So 2 kids, young kids, 0 income whatsoever, except for a couple classes that I was teaching. And she kept talking about Shakeology and this and that. And literally, I didn't have enough money sometimes to get my nails done. That was like a luxury. And it still kind of is a special luxury, or just something special that I do. Not all the time, but it was a luxury at the time. And we didn't have hardly any money. We had barely enough to just make do for our regular bills and just some daily things that went on in our lives. And so I really wanted to try Shakeology. I really wanted to make it happen. And so I ordered it. And I think I got a sample from Julie first. And I made it horribly wrong. And I thought, who is going to drink this thick brownie batter? I'm like, the flavor's not really that bad, but ew. And so I made it wrong. And, I thought, if somebody is still going to talk about it that much, it was obviously my error. So I went ahead and ordered it. I don't even know if we had enough money really to even fit that in our budget, but I went ahead and ordered it anyway. And after I ordered it, I realized I could get a discount on things, so I decided to sign up as a coach. There was no challenge packs. There was nothing like that. I signed up to be a coach just to get the Shakeology discount, and that was fine with me. I didn't know anything else about business or anything like that. I was a stay-at-home mom. I loved Shakeology. It gave me so much energy with my kids, and I was just feeling better. My food choices weren't perfect, but I was feeling better, and I had a little bit more energy. And so I was a discount coach for 18 months. I had no idea what else there was in Beachbody world. So I just drank my Shakeology every day, and I would get invited from Julie on our team page to participate in some team things. And I really honestly, I didn't know what it was. I was kind of nervous. I was scared. And so instead of actually learning about it, I just ignored it and never showed up, never called. I was afraid to call in to the team calls on the phone because I was afraid I was going to have to talk. And I'm like, I'm not talking. I don't know who these people are. I'm not talking at all. So I just didn't. And then, months went by, and I got invited. They kept talking about such a great opportunity of what you could possibly do to help other people. And so I went by myself, which is so not like me, drove to myself to Indy to a Super Saturday, which a lot of you may have already attended. And it was small, maybe 50 people in Indy. That goes to show you how far we've come. But maybe 50 people, drove by myself and sat in this meeting, didn't know anybody except for Julie, and sat there and they were talking about this trip. And I was like, I want to go on a trip. That was not even in the budget whatsoever. So I went, and they talked about Success Club, it was Team Cup. Team Cup started, and I joined a Team Cup, and honestly, I probably didn't even earn a point for that Team Cup. But you know what? I started to engage and just kind of like branch out friendships and just talking to other people through Facebook and through our team, and just started to engage. And so from there, I was more active, I guess, in calls and coaches and things like that with Julie, and she never gave up. She kept inviting and inviting and inviting, and finally, I think it was probably 6 months after that initial meeting, which is almost over 2 years after I signed up as a coach, I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can do something with this. And so, to make a long story short, which I'm already a long story already, I kind of just dove in a little bit, and I started reading some personal development, and I started engaging and started inviting, and we still didn't have challenge packs. We still didn't have this combo deal that is so amazing and so awesome for any customer that's just starting out. And we didn't really have challenge groups, but we were trying to figure it out all on our own. And my biggest thing is I never really cared, and I still don't really care. I never cared if it was never about the money with being a coach. I was able to share Shakeology, which I loved, and I still love, with other people. And at the time, I was like, I don't care where you get it. I don't care. Just get it. This stuff is awesome. Everybody needs to have this stuff. And then I realized it's also okay to run a business and earn a little extra income. And let me tell you, the income that I've earned through helping others has been pretty darn drastic for my family. I've been able to help pay for dance, and dance is expensive. And I've been able to pay for the entire Christmas for my family this year just out of my Beachbody money, not including my classes that I teach or personal train, just out of Beachbody money. And if you're in the fitness industry, you know that you pretty much make diddly squat as an instructor by the time you drive yourself there and pay for music and all that other stuff, and it's like $5. It's nothing. So the financial aspect of how this business has changed my life and my family's lives has been unreal, and it's been such a blessing. We've been able to go to Disney World, which I really honestly never thought was going to be on the radar for a long time. That was paid by Beachbody. I went on a cruise with just my husband this past March. Have been to Vegas 3 times, and I'd never been to Vegas before, and I can't wait to see all the amazing things that Beachbody is going to help, provide for my family. And the thing is that's the coolest is that every time I help somebody else, whether it's just talking them through their day, helping them with their nutrition or their fitness, or guiding them towards a program, you're changing lives. And when somebody calls you and says, thank you for allowing me to go outside and play with my kids because I didn't have energy before, and thank you for getting me back to me because a lot of moms don't take care of themselves, that is 100% reason why I do what I do, and it drives me every day to help one more person and make a difference in their lives. So thanks for listening. That's my story.